This is practice exam 3, question 24. Which element below normally forms compounds with up to 3 other elements? So you see, okay. Now, let's find out the number of valence electrons for element nitrogen. We already learned that the number of valence electrons for the main group elements equals their group number. So which means for nitrogen, we should expect 5 valence electrons. Now we can draw the Lewis electron dot formula for nitrogen. So there are 5 valence electrons. 1, 2, remember, place a single electron on each of the 4 sides first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and there's one more. You can place that anywhere else. So I will just simply place that maybe here. So that's a total of 5 valence electrons that belongs to nitrogen. Let's understand the question a little bit better this time. Which element below normally forms compounds with up to 3 other elements? So what it means is, you see, here that's already paired. So we call that a lone pair. So it cannot share. So nitrogen on this spot cannot share an electron with any other elements. But here can accommodate 1 from one element, then that electron from another element, and then 1, 2, 3. That will make a total of 8 electrons. 5 of them, the little crosses. So that's from nitrogen. And then the circles are from other elements, or, from another element of, from 3 items of just one element. That's also okay either way. Let's say if it were just from 3 items of another element, let's think about hydrogen. We know each hydrogen has 1 valence electron. So therefore, you see, this is actually, as a matter of fact, this is, you already know, this is the ammonia molecule, all right? So this is, it's hard to write vertically here. I don't have much room, so, yeah. And then you can see if I draw the banding right here, that will be, here there's no bonds, just the lone pair of the nitrogen, okay? So therefore, we know nitrogen is the one. But of course, when you start with, so you don't really know which one it is. But if you think about the octet rule, which means, so the central atom should have 8 electrons surrounding it. Okay, we use the octet rule. So total should be 8 electrons. Then nitrogen has 5 electrons, all right? So that will give us 3 electrons. So which means the 3 unpaired electrons right there. So from that perspective, you can actually just, without drawing those Lewis electron dot formula, you can just get this answer, this question answered right away. So then you know, okay, to satisfy the octet rule, all right? So we have to have 3 unpaired electrons. So those 3 unpaired electrons coming from another element or 3 other different elements, that's okay. Then the valence electrons required for the central atom has to be 5. And then I just need to find out which of the following has 5 valence electrons. And again, the easiest way to find the number of valence electrons to see which group they are in. You see, so the first choice right there is oxygen. That's 6 electrons. So if 6 electrons, let's draw this. 1, 2, 3, 4, I will say 5, 6. Now only left, it only leaves 2 spots can attach to other elements, item from other elements, or 2 items from the same element. You see, then that is actually water. So therefore, B, nitrogen, definitely is the answer.